Well, that lasted long. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about the big breaking news. The Philadelphia Eagles have traded former first round pick Jalen Reager to the Minnesota Vikings for a 2023 seventh round pick and a conditional fourth or fifth round pick, depending on his production in Minnesota. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Literally a day right after, the talk was would Reagor make the roster or would we trade him? And Reagor basically made the team as the fit wide receiver. The next day we trade him to the Minnesota Vikings. Now there was reports that we were talking to the Vikings prior to the cut down day, but then those talks kind of not to say the talks went away, you just wouldn't hear about them no more, as it looked like we was just gonna go on and go forward with Jalen Reager. But today we get the deal done. Look, I don't hate it, man. Considering the fact that he didn't give us much production over his career, you get a 7th round pick for him, and then you get a no worse than a 5th round pick the following year. Which, if he actually gets it together and turns it around over there, it could become a 4th round pick. So, the one thing that I do think is a little ironic with the two wide receivers that have been much maligned by us, the fan base, are J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Jalen Reager. Jalen Reager, we took him over DK Metcalf, and we took Jalen Reager over Justin Jefferson. Ironically, we traded J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to Seattle with DK Metcalf, and now we trading Jalen Reager to Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, which I don't know if that's a coincidence, but it's pretty funny to me. Yeah, I mean, look, it was a guy that we got it wrong, yo. Clearly Justin Jefferson should have been the pick. He's very productive in Minnesota, one of the best receivers in the league. And Reagor just didn't quite get his footing as a wide receiver. For him, I wish him well. He's actually in a good spot. Minnesota has a very explosive offense. They do have a quarterback that is a little more accurate. And he got a chance to be their third receiver. Obviously there's Justin Jefferson, there's Adam Thielen. I don't know who their third receiver quite is, but he has a chance to battle it out and get some playing time in the slot. Another ironic factor is we're gonna see Reagor really soon. Also, week 2, we do have our home opener against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football in Philly. So that would be really ironic to see him out there, which most likely we will. And what type of role he's gonna have with Minnesota, that's yet to be determined. We traded Arcega-Whiteside to Seattle, and they ended up cutting him. So I don't think Minnesota cut him. I think they actually have a little plan for him. But we'll see what happens. Now, as far as this fit wide receiver position is concerned, the practice squad has not been, shaped up yet. So we're gonna see if we bring back, a Deion Kane or a Devin Allen or Britton Covey. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that fit wide receiver position. Me personally, I like Deion Kane. I think he has really good hands. He's somebody that, now granted, how would he separate against the better corners in the league is yet to be determined, but I at least like his natural ability to catch the football. But then again, Devin Allen could give you a lot on special teams too as a potential speed gunner, but I doubt he'll give you really anything if he's asked to go out there and actually run routes in a real game. Not as big news, but we also claimed quarterback Ian Book off of waivers from the New Orleans Saints. Uh, I mean, it's worth. Look, he was terrible with the Saints. Last year he actually started a game, didn't look good at all. Played a lot of preseason this year, didn't look good. a former fourth round pick, but he does have some ability. He can move around a little bit. Doesn't have a great arm, but he could move around a little bit. And maybe we could groom him and develop him into being a natural third quarterback. Howie did kind of make the comment yesterday on his press conference that we were looking to bring in a third quarterback at least for the practice squad. So it's not a bad thing to look at. A former fourth round pick that played a lot in a lot of meaningful college football games, and let's see what we got with him as far as a third quarterback. But yeah, big news, man. Jalen Reager is traded on to the Minnesota Vikings. We get back a seventh round pick in next year's draft, and in 2024, depending on production, a pick that could turn into a fourth round or fifth round pick. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.